All right. Now, I'm really glad that Mike and Shane read from Hank, Charles Bukowski, one of my spiritual forefathers. Everybody go out and read Notes from a Dirty Old Man. Love is a dog from hell. Ham on rye. Shakespeare never did this. Great masterpieces of post-war American literature. So, another spiritual forefather of mine, this is Henry Miller. From 1938, tropical Capricorn, 4 years after cancer. He's looking back in his time in New York City, where he was employment manager, at a telegraph company. And he's talking about Horatio Alger. You guys know Horatio Alger? It's the original rags to riches story about the American dream. Very popular bullshit ideology that we're infected with every day of our lives. So this is what Henry says in 1938 as he's looking back in New York City. That was how it stood, a sunset place. After a couple years that rolled by, I was saturated with humanity, with experiences of one kind and another. In my sober moments, I made notes which I intended to make use of later if ever I should have a chance to record my experiences. I was waiting for a breathing spell, and it might chance one day, when I've been put on the carpet for some wanton piece of negligence, the vice president let drop a phrase which stuck in my crop. He had said that he would like to see someone write a sort of Horatio Alger book about the messengers. He hinted that perhaps I might be the one to do such a job. I was furious to think that a ninny he was. What a ninny he was, and delighted at the same time because secretly I was itching to get the thing off my chest. I thought to myself, you poor old futzer, you just wait until I get it off my chest. I'll give you a Horatio Alger story. Just you wait. My head was in a whirl leaving his office. I saw the army of man, woman, and children that had passed through my hands, saw them weeping, begging, beseeching, imploring, cursing, spitting, fuming, threatening. I saw the tracks they left on the highways, the freight trains laying on the floor, the parents in rags, the coal box empty, the sink running over, the wall sweating, and between the cold beads of sweat, the cockroaches running like mad. I saw them hobbling along like twisted gnomes or falling backwards in the epileptic frenzy, the mouth twitching, the slaver pouring from the lips, the limbs writhing. I saw the walls giving away and the press pouring out like a winged fluid, and the men higher up with their ironclad logic waiting for it to blow over, waiting for everything to be patched up, waiting contentedly, smugly with big cigars in their mouths and their feet on the desk, saying things were temporarily out of order. I saw the Horatio Alger hero, the dream of sick America, mounting higher and higher. First messenger, then operator, then manager, then chief, then superintendent, then vice president, then president, then trust magnate, then beer baron, then lord of all the Americas, the money god, the god of gods, the clay of decimals, the clay of clay, nullity on high, zero of 97,000 decimals, fore and aft. You shit! I said to myself, I'll give you the picture of 12 little man, zero without decimals, ciphers, digits, the base of your rotten edifice. I'll give you Horatio Alger as he looks the day after the apocalypse, when all the stink has been cleared away from all over the earth. They come to me to be succored, except for the primitives. There was scarcely a race which wasn't represented on the force, except for the Ainus, the Maoris, the Papuans, the Vedas, the Laps, the Zulus, the Patagonians, the Igorots, the Hottentots, the Tuaregs, except for the lost Tasmanians, the lost Grimaldi man, the lost Atlanteans. I had a representative of almost every species under the sun. I had two brothers who were still sun worshippers, two Nestorians from the old Assyrian world. I had two Maltese twins from Malta, and a descendant of the Mayas from Yucatan. I had a few of the little brown brothers from the Philippines and some Ethiopians from Abyssinia. I had a man from the Pampas of Argentina and stranded cowboys from Montana. I had Greeks, Lats, Poles, Croats, Slovenes, Rusnanians, Czechs, Spaniards, Welshmen, Finns, Swedes, Russians, Danes, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Uruguayans, Brazilians, Australians, Australians, Persians, Japs, Chinese, Japanese, Egyptians, Africans from the Gold Coast and Ivory Coast, Hindus, Armenians, Turks, Arabs, Germans, Irish, English, Canadians, and plenty of Italians and plenty of Jews. I had only one Frenchman that I can recall, and he lasted about 3 hours. I had a few American Indians, Cherokees mostly, but no Tibetans and no Eskimos. I saw names I could never have imagined in handwriting, which ranged from cuneiform to the sophisticated and astoundingly beautiful calligraphy of the Chinese. I heard the men beg for work who had been Egyptologists, botanists, surgeons, gold miners, professors of Oriental languages, musicians, engineers, physicians, mayors of cities and governors of states, prison wardens, cowpunchers, lumberjacks, sailors, oyster pirates, stevedores, riveters, dentists, painters, sculptors, plumbers, architects, dope peddlers, abortionists, white slavers, sea divers, steeplejacks, farmers, cloak and suit salesmen, trappers, lighthouse keepers, pimps, aldermen, senators, every bloody thing under the sun, and all of them down and out, begging for work, for cigarettes, for car fare, for a chance. Christ Almighty, just another chance. I saw and got to know men who were saints. If there's saints in this world, I saw and spoke to savants, crapulous and uncrapulous ones. I listened to men who had the divine fire in their bowels, who could have convinced God Almighty that they were worthy of another chance, but not the vice president of the Cosmocoke Telegraph Company. I sat riveted to my desk and I traveled around the world at lightning speed, and I learned that everywhere it is the same. Hunger, humiliation, ignorance, vice, greed, extortion, chicanery, torture, despotism, the inhumanity of man to man, the fetters, the harness, the halter, the bridle, the whip, the spurs, the fighter, the caliber, the worst off the man. Men were walking the streets of New York in that bloody, degraded outfit, the despised, the lowest of the low, walk around like ox, like penguins, like oxen, like trained seals, like patient donkeys, like big jackasses, like crazy gorillas, like docile maniacs nibbling at the dangling bait, like a waltzing mice, like guinea pigs, like squirrels, like rabbits, and many and one was fit to govern the world, to write the greatest book ever written. When I think of some of the Persians and Hindus, the Arabs, I knew. When I think of the character they revealed, their grace, their tenderness, their intelligence, their holiness, I spit on the white conquerors of the world, the degenerate British, the pig-headed Germans, the smug, self-satisfied French. The earth is one great, sentient being, a planet saturated through and through man, a live planet expressing itself faultingly and stutteringly. It is not the home of the white race, or the black race, or the yellow race, or the lost blue race, but the home of man. And all men are equal before God and will have their chance, if not now, then 1,000,000 years hence. The little brown brothers of the Philippines may bloom again one day, and the murdered Indians of America, north and south, may also come alive one day to ride the plains where now the cities stand, belching fire and pestilence. Who has the last say? Man! The earth is his because he is the earth. It's fire, it's water, it's air, it's mineral and vegetable matter, it's spirit, which is cosmic, which is imperishable, which is the spirit of all endless signs and symbols. Through endless manifestations, wait, you cosmocokic telegraphic shits. You demons on high waiting for the plumbing to be repaired. Wait, you dirty white conquerors who have sullied the earth with your club and hoofs, your instruments, your weapons, your disease germs. Wait, all you who are sitting in clover and counting your coppers. It is not the end. The last man will have his say before it's finished. Down to the last sentient molecule, justice must be done and won't be done. Nobody is getting away with anything, least of all the cosmocokic shits of North America.